He thought he'd outsmarted me, waving papers in the home I'd built with my own hands. Nathan's smug grin promised victory as he demanded I sign over everything. I scrawled my name, left the keys, and walked out. By dawn, his flashy lawyer was yelling, "You've ruined everything." This is how Nathan's greed collapsed under the weight of his own arrogance. At 6:15 a.m., Nathan lounged in my office chair, a polished oak seat from my consulting firm, Sterling Solutions, which I'd turned into an 8-figure powerhouse. My financial records, tax forms, loan documents, the title, were fanned across my desk like a poker hand. A sleek silver briefcase, its clasps glinting, rested by his polished shoes. "I've done the math, Lauren," he said, scribbling on a yellow legal pad. "Time to split what's ours." Ours? The word burned. I'd bought this house with my father's life insurance before Nathan's name ever crossed my lips. Every payment, every upgrade, every blade of grass was mine. Yet there he sat, in a blazer I'd funded, claiming my empire. My secure filing cabinet, guarding contracts worth millions, had been breached. "Our partnership," he said, smirking. "My attorney says it's 50-50. His attorney, Leonard Pratt, was a small-time lawyer with a history of shady deals. I'd vetted him after Nathan scoffed at my legal team as corporate sharks. The title, dated 5 years before our vows, glared from the pile. My mother's emerald pendant, my uncle's coastal retreat, my first edition art prints, all labeled shared assets, in Nathan's shaky handwriting. "I've held this house together," he insisted, his tone polished, like he'd rehearsed in front of a mirror. Held it together? I'd paid for electricians to fix wiring he ignored, landscapers for the yard he called too much work, and maids for the chaos he left behind. His contributions? Endless investor dinners I'd bankrolled and fitness retreats that produced nothing but Instagram posts. I lifted the title. "This house is mine, Nathan. Bought before you. Paid by me." His eyes narrowed. "Marriage makes it ours, Lauren. The law agrees." I tapped the loan records. "My accounts. No shared funds. Every dime is mine." His face flushed, but he waved a hand. "We share expenses. That's enough." Enough for what? His energy drinks and streaming apps? He snatched his briefcase, fumbling the clasps. "Pratt says we'll settle this in court." That night, my assistant, Nora, arrived with the monthly reports, her face pale. "Nathan grabbed these yesterday," said he was assisting. The credit card statements showed a $4,000 retainer to Pratt, timed with Nathan's sudden anniversary gift of lilies. Another charge flagged a meeting with a property valuator. Nora hesitated. "He asked about dividing business assets." I thought he meant clients. At 2 p.m., Nathan called, his voice syrupy, proposing a romantic dinner to plan our future. He never cooked. His specialty was takeout, charged to me. "I'll be home by 7 o'clock, I said, texting my attorney, Elise Kane, a legal titan. She'd tracked Nathan's scheming since he mingled with divorce lawyers at a fundraiser. "Your assets are locked tight," Elise assured me. "Let him think he's winning." Dinner was a charade. Nathan used my mother's crystal plates, lit my storm candles, and served greasy pizza from a dive we'd avoided since a stomach bug. He stood, clutching a folder, in a suit I'd bought for a job he never took. "We're on different paths, Lauren," he began, his speech slick but hollow. "I've been soul-searching, carrying the emotional weight, managing our home while you chase deals." Soul-searching? He meant TikTok gurus. The folder demanded my house, my firm, even my retreat. "Sign or walk," he said, pointing to the exit. "This is my place now." I signed deliberately, set down my keys, and left. Nathan's smirk followed. At Elise's office, she laughed. "He's handed you a checkmate," his ex-post that night confirmed. Nathan in my den, sipping my $1,200 Cabernet, captioning, "New life, my rules. #winning. My neighbor, Mrs. Park, sent a clip of Nathan touring my home with his gym pals, claiming I'd ditched him. By morning, Nathan's world imploded. His leased Porsche was towed. His phone, club dues, and streaming services cut off. all linked to my accounts. Elise's accountant uncovered $41,000 in hidden cash from Nathan selling my mother's silver locket and my uncle's rare stamps. Mrs. Park's security camera caught him with a woman, Mia, wearing my stolen pendant. Elise played a call from Pratt, frantic. "You signed a fraud, Nathan. The trust owns everything. You're done." Nathan called, begging. "Let's talk, Lauren. Like partners." I cut him off. 72 hours to leave. His cousin arrived with a moving van, hauling Nathan's gym gear and motivational posters, his only real possessions. Neighbors gawked, pretending to prune hedges. By dusk, Nathan was gone, his dreams packed into a van smaller than my office. I reclaimed my home, resetting locks, opening shutters, and restoring my mother's heirlooms. Elise's report showed Nathan spent $319,000 of my money on ventures that never existed. 6 months later, I hosted a dinner with Elise, Nora, and Mrs. Park, toasting with my crystal to resilience and justice. Nathan's empire? Just borrowed trinkets and broken lies. Favorite moment? When Pratt screamed Nathan had signed his own defeat. Share yours below. Like for more tales of sweet revenge.